my kitchen. And what I have for you today is what it's called a Tri-Dosha Cereal. It is made in a little crock pot. It's my husband and I, so I found a small little crock pot. And where I bought my crock pot is where you go to look at the RVs. And that's where they have all these little miniature things because they fit in RV. So if it's just you and your husband, you can get yourself a nice little small guy like this. So that's what I'm going to be utilizing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on right now. I'm going to turn this on high. Yes, on high. And I'm going to go over the ingredients. I have a tablespoon of ghee. I'm going to be utilizing 1 cup of amaranth, if I'm saying correctly, amaranth. Amaranth can be, you can get this at the health food stores, or you can also get this through ordering online. I'm also going to be utilizing one diced green apple, 5 chopped Turkish apricots. I'm also going to be using a 1/4 cup of cranberries. If you don't have these, you can use pear, but I suggest to use dry, and I'm also going to be utilizing some orange, that I have some orange. What I do is when I get my oranges is I peel them and I put them in between paper towels and I let them dry out. I'm also going to be utilizing 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 to 2 sticks of cinnamon. I am also going to be using some, I have what I have here is I'm using a tablespoon of fresh ginger. I like ginger, and ginger likes me, so I love ginger. This is a cereal that you can start at 7 p.m. and it's ready for 7 a.m. It's an overnight cereal or an all-day cereal. And then wait till I show you how it comes out. Very simple, very easy. So the first thing that I want to do, and then I'll go over the toppings. So what I want to do is I want to add my ghee right in here. I want to get my entire ghee. If you are using 2 cups of ghee, I would suggest maybe 2 tablespoons of ghee. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go around. So I'm doing it like this. You see that? That's what I'm doing. Because this is what's going to be the bottom part. And I want to utilize ghee. And ghee is really wonderful for you because it helps to move the pipes. You know what I'm talking about. And amaranth is wonderful. And if I'm saying it correctly, I can never say, my Italian and English, oh mamma mia, with all these languages. My amaranth grain is wonderful. It's full of vitamins. It's full of antioxidants. And this cereal, this particular cereal, is a nice cleansing cereal that will give you energy. And it will give you protein, and it's wonderful. So now that I have this here, I have my 1 cup of amaranth. And amaranth, depending on what you get, sometimes may have a little somethings in there. So what I like to do is I like to take, a colander, and I like to do that to my, and then you see what I'm doing here, guys? And I am just going to just do it like that to make sure that I collect anything and everything. And then I'm done with that. Finito, finished, that's done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 1 cup of amaranth right in here like so. That's the first thing that's going to go in the bottom is the amaranth. Okay, we have the 1 cup there. And then what I want to do now is I want to take my honey, and I'm just going to go ahead. Actually, I'm not using honey, I'm using maple syrup. No honey goes in this. Honey is not meant to be in this dish. This is maple syrup, and I have, because my husband is a diabetic, I'm only using 1 tablespoon. You may use 2 tablespoons, however you wish it to be. Then next I am going to add my cranberries right on top of that, right on top of the cereal, because there's a reason why they have to go this way. I'm also going to add, and what I have here is I have Turkish apricots, and what I've done is I've chopped 5 Turkish apricots. And then what I did with the cranberries, and depending on how much you like, I used a 1/4 cup of cranberries. Okay, so then now Let me move these guys out of the deck. And then what you want to do with your apple, and I'm using a green apple, and you don't have to use a green apple. I like apricots, and that's what I like. And I love apples, because what happens is all of this is going to slowly cook, and this is a slow cooker, and I have it on high because right now here it's 11, and I'm not going to stay till 11 o'clock tonight, okay? I'm not. And I am going to, I have it on high, I will probably shut this off about 8 o'clock tonight. So what I want to do is I want to dice these guys, okay? I am going to grab one of these guys because I'm going to save a few pieces for my topping, because I'm going to be using that as my topping, and wait till I show you how we are going to top this. And that's going to be right on the top, just like so. Very simple, very easy. This is the most easiest thing that you guys could ever do. And then I'm going to go over the wonderful, not herbs, but they're spices. And I'm going to be utilizing a teaspoon of all of it, except for the 2 tablespoons that I'm using on fresh ginger, which I'm going to get my ginger, and I'm just going to just add it like so. Very simple transaction. Then what I have here is I have a couple of rims of orange that I have dried, okay? And then I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, coriander, and cardamom. And these are all granulated, and these are all, let me finish chopping my my wonderful onion here. And these guys are all going to be, and I'm going to be utilizing 2 cups of water. Now, if you want to make it more soupy, more like it's like a porridge, then you may add some more water. I like mine a little thicker, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. So then I'm just going to add now my wonderful spices. They're all just going to go just like that. Very simple transaction. If you like chai, you can utilize chai in this. So you can have it any flavor you want. The reason I'm using the nutmeg in the granulated nutmeg and ginger and cinnamon, coriander and cardamom is because of the cooling effects, because this is a Tri-Dosha cereal and it's Ayurvedic. And it does a wonderful thing because it cleanses your system and it cleanses your body. Now I am going to put my my wonderful, I like orange in mine. If you like lemon, you can definitely use lemon in yours. And then what I want to do now is I want to add my 2 cups right in, just my 2 cups of water, and use good water. I am using a mineral water with no gas. And now I'm going to just add my 2 sticks of cinnamon that are going to go right there. I'm going to cover this baby. I have it on high. Now, if you're going to do this cereal and you're going to do it at 7 p.m., I would put it in low. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be waking up to all these wonderful aromas. Another thing that I like to do with this is I'm going to have a little pinch, just a tiny, tiny pinch, very, very tiny, tiny pinch of salt. And that's so it can just kind of enhance the flavors. And then what you get, guys, because after this is done, then after it's all cooled, they transfer into a container, cover it with saran wrap, and then you are good to go. So I have my little bowl of cereal that I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my bowl. I have my little throwaway thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard my cinnamon, and the cinnamon does grow. So it goes from this very thin little guy to this big old guy that's all in there. Okay, don't stir it, just leave it alone, let it do what it needs to do. And then what you're looking at is you're looking at something like this. And as you can see, I have quite a bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon is very healthy. So I'm just going to discard that. This I'm going to chop up and give it to all the birds and the animals that I have in the back. So what you want to do is you want to fish out your cinnamon. Sometimes your cinnamon, your cinnamon might break, and that's okay. Now what you can do to this, guys, the next morning it's going to be nice and thick. like this, okay? I just want to make sure that I fish out all of mine. And I have my orange in here, and I like to just use my spoon and cut my orange up. I have used lemons, I have used tangerines, I've used all kinds of different flavors, and then what you're looking at is you're looking at something like this. You see that? Look at this beautiful, super healthy, delicious cereal that gets your body rocking and rolling, and it gives you energy. And then what I would do is I would take a tablespoon like that. Couple of tablespoons will do ya. I like with 2. And I have here, you could see that most of everything, let me bring it closer. Most of everything has kind of evaporated into this. You can see the cranberries. I love cranberries, and these are unsweetened cranberries. And this is what's made, that's what it looks like when it's all done. And then the way that you would serve this is that I would take a little bit of the apples that I like to put on right on top of that, just like that. Oh, mamma mia. And then, you know, some almonds. Almonds is wonderful for depression. And then some very good brain power, and that is walnuts. And that's how I would have it. And then maybe like a little kind of and then you can have some more little onions poking out. And then what you have, guys, is this beautiful Tri-Dosha easy overnight cereal. Look how delicious, and this is super healthy for you. It gives you vitamins, it gives you antioxidants, everything you need. I want to thank you very much for joining me in this very easy breakfast. I want to thank my wonderful sponsors, Cola Harris with FARMASI. I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstores. I want to thank Stephen Bailey with Bailey Fishing and Charters. And I want to thank Soul Angels with Color Street for giving me the most beautiful nails. And I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you guys on this Tri-Dosha cereal. Look how wonderful and healthy it is for you.